Hello and welcome to ANA's Fast 15, a virtual training module designed to help you and your chapter succeed. As always, the success of ANA depends on volunteer leaders, so thank you for your commitment to ANA. This is a chapter officer's training module for the chapter secretary. But wait, before you begin, be sure to complete these two Fast 15s, the ANA Governance Fast 15 and the Officer Basics Fast 15. These will help you better understand ANA and the basis for volunteer leadership within the American Nephrology Nurses Association. We hope this virtual training module for the chapter secretary will help you better understand the function of the secretary. In it, we will provide examples, tell you where to find the tools you need to get started, and help you identify any additional resources you may need. We promise to keep it to just 15 minutes or less because we know how valuable your time is. As you begin your term as a secretary, familiarize yourself with the ANA strategic plan and the mission statement. The secretary is a keeper of all chapter records. If you are voted into your position or won it by default, begin working early in the year with the outgoing chapter secretary, sometime in February. Make sure to get all the previous chapter records. After the National Symposium, you'll have access to the Chapter Officers Only section on the ANA website. Log on and print out a current chapter membership and mailing list. Of course, this all takes time, but we want for volunteer work to be a joy, not a job. Plan to attend any conference calls and meetings arranged by your chapter president, and at these events, be prepared to take the minutes. Your chapter committee may have conference calls every month, every other month, or as needed. Once again, you will take the minutes at all of these events. The president may ask you to help with the agenda prior to the meetings. Don't know how to do meeting minutes or agendas? Well, have no fear. We actually have the forms available for you on the ANA website. After the meeting, the secretary is responsible for submitting the meeting report via the ANA website. Remember to send out the minutes to your chapter members. You can do this via ANA Connected. Usually the secretary is a 2-year commitment, but ANA does reward chapters for getting new officers at the chapter level, so try not to do it for more than 2 years. We need all the nephrology leaders we can get, so always keep an eye out for your potential replacement. Let's talk about some of the other things you need to be a successful chapter officer. As an officer, it helps to be organized, passionate, and committed to doing a good job. It also helps to know the vision and mission of ANA, as well as the goals for the upcoming year. The secretary is responsible for reporting the chapter activity to the national office. These reports are needed to show your chapter's progress towards recharter. So once again, make sure to meet with the previous secretary to start learning your role. Record those minutes and submit those reports online. The best place to start your journey as a chapter secretary is the Volunteer Leaders Workshop, or VLW. There you will learn more about chapter business meetings, creating chapter work plans, and organizational skills. You can learn how to be a mentor and find that perfect mentor for yourself. Can't or didn't make it to the VLW? Have no fear. ANA has many resources to help you succeed. There are additional Fast 15s on a variety of subjects. Also, attend any webinar the ANA Chapter Support Team or Assist Team holds. Every couple of months, your assigned Assist Team member will send out recharter activity reports. Make sure to review these for accuracy. Thought you submitted a meeting report, but it's not showing up? Contact your Assist Team member and the national office to help resolve this issue. Also, the chapter secretary submits update articles. These are a great tool to keep the rest of ANA updated on what your chapter is up to. There's a quarterly calendar on the ANA website with due dates. Make sure to use this or adapt a calendar of your own so that you do not miss any deadlines. Make sure to develop the chapter work plan. These are a great way to define your chapter's goals and the progress towards those goals. Every meeting, you should provide copies of the work plan for review. Don't know how to submit reports and update articles? Well, guess what? There's a Fast 15 for that. As a chapter secretary, you do have ongoing responsibilities. If you find yourself getting behind, talk with the other chapter officers or reach out to your assigned Assist Team member. Remember, you are not alone. Email etiquette is also important. If you do not use ANA Connected to contact your chapter members and use an email service instead, Remember to use the blind copy or BCC address field to keep your chapter members' email addresses private. Do not give out your chapter member list to just anyone. ANNA has a policy about chapter members list. Make sure to follow this policy. But do communicate with your members, either via ANNA Connected, snail mail, Facebook, if your chapter has a Facebook page, chapter newsletters, you name it. Make sure to communicate. Quarterly, you will receive a membership list. Send out letters to members who did not renew. Also send letters to new members, thanking them for joining and giving them the contact information for your chapter officers. Send up follow-up letters to first-time meeting attendees, thanking them for attending. Don't worry, ANNA has made all of this very easy. There are letter templates available on the ANNA website under the Chapter Officers Only section. So, once again, you can access the members list from the ANNA website after the National Symposium and after you've logged on to the ANNA website. You also have access to the ANNA logo and official stationery, but make sure to follow procedures in using these. There's the procedure for distribution and use of official stationery, the policy for the distribution and use of the official ANNA logo, and, of course, the protection of confidentiality of members' information and use of membership list. Make sure to print out a copy of each one of these so you have them readily available. Being part of a chapter in good standing is to recharter every year. This is how we track and identify how your chapter is doing. Remember that Small Bites initiative? Well, ANNA has made it pretty easy to make recharter. A chapter must hold at least one business meeting per year, and the business meeting will let you communicate to your chapter members your plans for the year and your accomplishments. Also, a chapter must hold 2 educational sessions per year. One of those has to provide continuing education credits. Your education meetings help keep your members stay abreast of the newest information so they can provide the best care possible. Are you able to meet these requirements, or is there something the many committed ANNA leaders can do to help you stay on track? Here's a list of the mandatory and requested reports. The profile, which tells who the chapter officers will be for the new year, is due January 15th, and the financial reports must be submitted by the due dates. The calendar year-end report is due also January 15th, and the fiscal year-end report is due on everyone's favorite day of the year, April 15th. Once again, the chapter must hold at least 1 business meeting per year and provide at least 2 educational meetings per year. Here's the good news about submitting these reports. ANNA has made it so easy, it'll take you less time to submit the reports than it will to watch this Fast 15. So here's a question for you. What is the most common reason for low attendance at the meetings? Is it lack of communication from officers about the meeting? Is it meetings are a waste of time? Or the location of the meeting is not easy to get to? Well, if you picked that the meetings are a waste of time or the location's difficulty to get to, you might want to visit with your other chapter officers about these problems. But the number one reason for low attendance at meetings is communication from the chapter officers. Surveys tell us that the most common reason for low attendance at the meetings is lack of communication from the officers. So make sure to communicate. Keep those members in the loop. Send them emails. Send them postcards. Use snail mail. Use Facebook. Use LinkedIn. Use chapter newsletters. Use update articles. Or use ANNA Connected. All of these can learn star points for your chapter. What kind of information do you give members? Well, let's start with the officers' contact information. This way the members know who their officers are and how to contact them. If your chapter is having a meeting, make sure to allow enough notice time so that your members can put the meeting on their calendars. Then follow up at 1 week and several days prior to the event. Remember, low meeting attendance is linked to poor contact from the chapter's officers. As always, ANNA Connected is a great way to contact your member. Don't know how to use it? Well, have no fear. There's a Fast 15 about ANNA Connected. You can earn star points for using ANNA Connected and completing the Fast 15 modules. What are star points? Well, ANNA believes in rewarding hard work and recognizing excellence. Matter of fact, STAR stands for Successful Teamwork equals Achievement and Recognition. There are a total of 11 Star Awards. The Outstanding Star Award is given to the chapter with the most star points. Then there are Star and Rising Star Awards in each of the strategic categories. These categories are Advocacy, Education, Evidence-Based Practice, Leadership, and Membership. Look over the Star Award criteria. We made it pretty easy to be recognized and submit star points. How do you find all these great resources? Well, first of all, log on to the ANNA website, choose About ANNA, then Chapters, then Chapter Officers Only. Remember, the Chapter Officers Only section will only appear after the National Symposium and after you've logged on. In the Chapter Officers Only section, you will find all the tools you need to be a successful chapter officer. More of a people person? Well, remember there are over 9,000 ANNA members. That's a lot of experience and variety. Reach out to other chapter officers. Always remember you are not alone. As a family of dedicated nephrology nurses and professionals, we are in this together. If we don't have an answer, we'll learn it together. If we can't find the answer, we'll utilize our resources and find it together. Still have questions? Well, have no fear. Assist is here, your ANNA chapter support team. Once again, go to the Chapter Officers Only section to find the Assist team member who is assigned to your chapter. Well, that has been a Fast 15. Make sure to go back to the Chapter Officers Only section and complete the short Fast 15 survey. We use the survey to gather valuable feedback, get additional ideas, and give you the opportunity to tell us what you need to succeed as a chapter leader. Star points are awarded to chapters who have officers who complete the Fast 15s. Thank you, and have a great ANNA year.